Morning Thailand supported by Sea Thai Superwear. Wings Learning Circle, customized English course for your business. And welcome back to Morning Thailand. You're watching the show with, of course, Bo, Golf, and Kun Chain. And Kun Chain, this time we're going to have to talk to you a little bit more in terms of, the political situation. We talked quite a bit about the bills and such itself, but this time in terms of I can say the legality of this particular case in terms of the Constitution Court's going to rule on changes that already passed, right? The bill in terms of the changes of the senators' selection has already passed. So what is it? Which party seems to have a little bit more weight in terms of to have a little bit more say in this particular case? Either the Democrat Party, who say that you should not do it at all, and this is probably against the rule, or was it the Pheu Thai Party saying that, well, the Constitutional Court not supposed to accept this case to begin with?
I think now we have many anticipation over the Constitutional Court ruling that will be reviewed at 11 o'clock today.
Right.
And I think now as the 312 MPs have come out saying they would not accept the ruling, and it's quite interesting for me that in the Thai politics that we would only accept the ruling that in our favor, such as the ICJ ruling at the previous case. But however, in the time of crisis, our favorite guy, Kun Chalerm Yumrung, has come back into the picture.
Minister.
Yes. And now he's appointed as a director of a special war room with Kun Phrompong Nopharit, Kun Pichit Chunban, Kun Wim Rung Wattana Jinda, Warapong Chiu Pricha, and Kamronwit Thupraja. Now, this particular war room assigned to monitor over any activities associated with government overthrowing and expected riot after the Constitutional Court ruling. So the government is quite expecting chaos after the ruling itself. But according to Kun Chalerm, he quite anticipate. He provided 6 points, anticipation of this particular ruling. First, he believed that the Senate and the MPs voted rightfully for the Charter Amendment as stated in Article 291. So it's quite legal for the Parliament to amend this particular charter. As well, for the second point, he believed that the amended content is not an attempt to overthrow democratic system or to seek other kinds of government. So it's still legal. A third point is that the legitimacy of, he questioned the legality or the legitimacy of the Constitutional Court to rule over the case, and it is not proceeded through the state attorney, which is quite not accordingly to the protocol.
Right.
The fourth one is that for the worst case scenario, that if the court rules this case as an attempt to overthrow the system of government, and all parties relevant in this case are abolished. The thing is that the Prime Minister Kun Yingluck Shinawatra will not be affected in this mess because she didn't sign, and she didn't sign the paper.
Okay.
She didn't vote for that, and she is not holding executive position in the party.
Oh,
so she will not be banned.
Okay, so they say that they cannot hold her responsible for whatever happens anyway. So she's not going to be part of this.
She's quite above the mess.
She's safe.
Yes.
All right.
The fifth point is that the issue that the draft, that there is an issue that the draft debated in the parliament is not the same one that submitted before the meeting. But Kun Chalerm believes this kind of thing is quite normal. And it is supposed to be flexible.
Right.
And the last point is that on the issue of clocking, that the MPs clock into other behalves in the parliament meeting, he believes that as the parliament at this time has not looked into the case yet, so it's quite like he said and she said story.
Right.
So as this issue is only in the authority of the House Speakers, so the Constitutional Court cannot rule over this issue. So the quite very interesting comments from Kun Chalerm Yuwamrung. As well, not only today, but from today until the 24th of November, it will be very interesting to see what will happen in the Thai political arena as the anti-Thaksin rallies, both in Ratchaburi and the people anti-Thaksin government system. They vow to gather more than 1 million people into the street. And in my opinion, it's quite very possible at this time.
Right.
Because now the protesters are pressuring the leader to actually walk the walk after they talk the talk.
Yeah, because last time when the Democrat Party, remember when they all walked to the government house to have a meeting, a lot of people were disappointed that, okay, so I guess I'm just sending you off now. Like there's nothing, well, I'm not going like, I don't want to say in terms of an impact or contact or a clash and such, but it seems like the demonstrators want a little bit more in terms of
action.
Exactly. So, but action doesn't always turn
But
out to
it
be
depends
good,
how we
though.
conceptualize the word action
That's
as
true.
well. And I think, and at this particular case of the rallies, we have seen quite lack of professionalism from the media.
Oh.
They report that there were only 1,500 protesters at the Ratchaburi Avenue,
Right.
which is quite very
Different, right?
different from the actual number at the avenue itself.
Right.
As
And
well, yesterday there is a very interesting talk hosted by Chulalongkorn University, in particular by the Institute of the Public Policy Study at the Faculty of Political Science, Chulalongkorn University, and one, I would say, well-respected professor, Ajahn Chayanant Samuthawanit, hosted the talk, and he comments that the ongoing political crisis that we have seen nowadays is caused by the PM's lack of leadership.
Wow.
And the street politics as well reflects that in the past, protesters would rise against the military dictatorship. But now, nowadays,
They requested almost.
Ajahn Chayanant did not say that, but he said
Okay.
the protester still persists despite the existence of the elected government and democratic rule.
Okay.
So it's quite interesting for him as well. And the people do not trust the government.
Okay.
As now we can see that the rally is still ongoing despite that the amnesty bill is
Out of
already
the
off the
question.
table.
Right.
So when being asked about the Constitutional Court ruling that would happen today, he commented that if he were the judge, he would dissolve the party.
Oh.
But as he see the politics right now, he believes that the judge just will not dissolve the party.
Of course not.
As now
it
the
could
court
cause
is
more
quite
problems.
prefer to be a bit more neutral
Of course.
than in the past.
At this time, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't want to, create any more, I don't know, issues that could instigate violence because you have two parties and you can't please if you favor one over the other, right?
I think that the Constitution Court has to be very careful in how they set their ruling today, because it's, apart from being a sensitive issue, it already kind of shows that even their own power has been questioned. So if that's the case, then what are the people going to have to have faith in now if they can't even have
That's
the
true.
Constitution Court anymore?
I think another interesting comment from Ajahn Chayanant is that he would like to see if the people could actually establish the mechanism to monitor and stop the rent-seeking or the populist policies that many parties would use as to attracting
A tool
people
to attracting people.
to vote for
Okay.
them. So all in all, he was quite talking about check and balance and to monitor and to limit the power of the executive branch of the Thai politics, which is quite interesting.
Of course. And that's one of the things that I think a lot of people are waiting to see which direction is it going to take place. Because I'm not saying that today will be the day to show us a clear direction in terms of where our politics is going to go, but it will mark a very interesting day in terms of what is going to happen,
Yes.
what kind of reaction, whether or not it's going to be peaceful, like they claim, because they did, both parties say that these are peaceful demonstration. And let's just hope there's not going to be any clash, because it seems like barriers in place, all the police personnel are actually dispersed, make
Being
sure
ready.
exactly in different places.
And the war room being set up as well.
And both parties are gathering people, and I think it's almost like a matter of a competition, which one going to have more numbers of people. Because yesterday at the Rajamangala Stadium, they say that, well, in Council say 50,000 people.
Oh,
Yeah, but in other papers say differently. So at this point,
50,000 and 1,500.
Very
That's
different.
how very different numbers.
exactly. And at this point, I think you're going to have to check the sources as well, because sometimes, that kind of happened. All right, with that, we're going to have to end the show because that's all the time we have. However, of course, thank you, our sponsor, Sea Thai Superwear, Quality the World Trust, Wings Learning Circle, customized English course for your business. And you can always give us a shout out in terms of emails and support us and sponsor us, our program, if you enjoy it, because obviously we need more of the Sea Thai Superwear or even Wings Learning Circle. All right.
Okay, and by the way, just for our email, it's morningthailandshow@gmail.com, and also our Facebook page at Morning Thailand, and our playbacks on YouTube. Just search for Morning Thailand as well.
And as for today, I'm Golf.
Bo,
เชน
สวัสดีค่ะ